This thing is the smallest micromobility device with suspension you can ever get. This is the Falcon, Begode's newest electric unicycle. Is this wheel worth it and is it good for you? Stick around and I'll tell you if the Begode Falcon is an EUC that you should get.
Feel the air so clean. Begode Falcon. Begode Falcon. Begode Falcon. Begode Falcon.
Hello guys and welcome to another video. Micromobility is something that has been booming since the past few years, and EUCs are the incarnation of it. Being able to go from point A to B without using your car and instead riding a lightweight device that you can swiftly put under the table at a restaurant or a cafe is something that is not only appreciated but also very convenient. While there is an EUC for every use case, I think that the electric unicycle market has been going to the opposite direction of what I call micromobility. It was a necessity because riders wanted more power. Wheels are getting more powerful but also bigger and less practical. Let's be real, it's not really practical to bring your Commander GT Pro at the restaurant or a cafe. Of course, there are wheels like the M10-4, the M10 Mini or the A2. But with today's standards, these EUCs are not comfortable at all. They are not devices that I would like to use on a daily basis. Begode is now releasing the Falcon, their newest lightweight electric unicycle. It is small and also equipped with suspension, which makes it the smallest electric unicycle with suspension. In this video, I'm gonna go through the specs of the Begode Falcon, and then I will list what I like and don't like about this wheel, and finally I'll give you my conclusions about this electric unicycle. First, as always, a big shout out to Jason and Ewheels for providing the Begode Falcon and making this video possible. If you would like to get the Falcon, there's a link in the description down below. Using my link really helps the channel as well. Also, gentle reminder to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any new video. Again, thank you. So what are the specs of the Falcon? It is a 15-inch tire wheel. You can get it with a street or no-beat tire that is 3.inch wide. It is a 100-volt EUC equipped with Samsung 50S batteries with a capacity of 900 Wh. The batteries are UL certified. This makes the Falcon the first EUC to have UL certified batteries. The wheel is delivered with a 5A charger. It seems to be the one you get with the OG Sherman. The Falcon has a 2800 watt peak controller power, which is way more than the 1500 watt that you get on the A2 or M10-4. The Falcon is also equipped with a simple spring suspension, and I understand that you can also swap the springs. The wheel's weight is 55 pounds, 25 kilos. The Falcon is equipped with two spiked pedals that are the same ones that you can find on the ET Max. At the front you have a headlight and a CNC bumper. At the back you can find the kickstand and a small tail light. At the top of the wheel there is a modern speedometer. The Falcon has also a trolley handle that folds on the top of the wheel. It is the same trolley handle system that you can find on the ET Max. Begode the Falcon is equipped with two stock pads. In a typical Begode fashion, they complete the design of the wheel. Alright, let's go now with the things I like about the Begode Falcon. The wheel's weight is 55 pounds, 25 kilos. It's even lighter if you remove the stock pads. When you have to deal with stairs or lift the wheel, it's a game changer. A lot of wheels are too big or heavy to be practical. This weight-size ratio that we have on the Falcon is a welcome addition in my opinion. It just makes the wheel more manageable. I like the build quality of the Begode Falcon. With every new wheel, Begode has been raising up the build quality. The Falcon feels well made, especially if you include the stock pads. The Falcon looks like a mini Extreme, which was already a great wheel with an excellent build quality. No, really, everything looks great on that wheel. The selling point of the Begode Falcon, in my opinion, is that it's a small wheel, but this time with a suspension. Before the Falcon, when it comes to small wheels, we had the A2 and the M10-4. I got myself an M10-4 when it was released. As soon as I started to ride it, I was like, ew, brother, ew, what's that? I really didn't like the ride feel of this wheel, and I think it was mainly due to the lack of suspension. The wheel got sold 1 week later. The Falcon here is equipped with a small and simple suspension. The suspension system here is different from the other Begode wheels. You can see the springs on the sides of the wheel. The Falcon is delivered with a soft spring suspension by default, but in the box there is also a stiffer spring if you want to swap. With this unit, I only had the soft spring suspension one, but to be honest, that's good enough for me. It's not a wheel made for jumps or crazy tricks. It's a wheel for city riding, and the suspension delivered with it performs very well. The Falcon can be delivered with a street tire or a Norby tire. On this unit, I got a street tire, and I must say I like it a lot. EUC and tires is a matter of riders' personal preference. The stock tires on Begode wheels used to be very bad. I don't know what happened, but since the Extreme, this changed. With the Falcon, I didn't feel the need to swap the tire. It's a welcome addition in my opinion because, you don't have to spend more money to swap the tire. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, the Falcon is delivered with Samsung 50S batteries. And these batteries are in the process to be UL certified. What does it mean for a battery to be UL certified? Let's check the definition online. The UL certification means that the product or service meets local and federal environmental and safety regulation. The UL mark signals to consumers that the manufacturer follows standards for quality and safety. Ewheels is actively working with Begode to get their batteries UL certified. As I'm recording this video, this process is not yet finalized. When this is completed, I will update this in the description down below. Alright, let's go now with the things I don't like about the Begode Falcon.
Motion slow, drifting far, electric dreams, evening star, lights replay on wet streets, endless roads where time flees. Clouds are low, sky so gray, lights are bright, far away, echoes drift, feeling light.
I don't like that the Begode Falcon is yet another orange wheel. Come on Begode, orange is so yesterday, move on! I would love to understand why EUC makers keep choosing this orange color again and again, wheel after wheel. At this point, I will be ready to accept any color, even apple green. It's across the board, in Motion, Kingsong, Begode, everything orange. Please move on. As much as I like the suspension on the Begode Falcon, I don't like its setup. In order to adjust it, you have to open the top cover of the wheel. Out of the box, it was too soft for me, so I did that. It's very easy to do, it's not a big deal. The problem is that if you want to confirm that you adjusted the wheel correctly, you have to try the wheel with no top cover on. There's always a small chance to drop the wheel and break your exposed motherboard. So when you adjust the suspension of your Begode Falcon, please be careful. The Begode Falcon is a small wheel, and when we talk about small wheels, we must have small specs. Don't expect the Begode Falcon to be as fast and powerful as the Leaper-Kim Pattern or a Commander Mini. The use case of this wheel is different. To have an idea as precise as possible of the top speed of a wheel, I rely on a metric that is called PWM. This metric is available in Darkness mode. When I test a wheel, I usually go up to the 80-86% PWM range in order to have an idea of the top speed of a wheel. I would never go beyond that. In order to advise you guys about the top speed of this wheel, I did the same test. Unfortunately at that time, there was a bug with the power reported by the wheel, and this would cause that the PWM would be randomly incorrect. As DarknessBot was reporting me a PWM of 82%, I cut out at 31 miles per hour wheel speed. The battery percentage was around 90%. So what does this tell me? Well, this tells me that the safe top speed of the wheel is 28 miles per hour, depending on your weight and battery percentage. My recommendation would be to stay in the 25 miles per hour range in order to have a lot of headroom. This is a safe use case of this wheel, in my opinion.
Across the night, Begode Falcon takes flight.
Oh, it's right.
Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon. This is a production, yeah. Feel the thrill. Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon. This is a production, yeah. Feel the thrill.
Ride on the Falcon. Feel a breeze, feel a breeze, feel a ride so smooth.
Let's go. Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon. This is a road production, yeah. Feel the thrill. Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon. This is the road production, yeah. Feel the thrill. Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon. Everybody ride on the Begode Falcon.
We went with what I like and don't like about the Begode Falcon. In conclusion, who is this wheel for and what do I think about it? Let's be real, I like the Falcon. This wheel offers a great package. Small, lightweight, has suspension and with a great price. It's a nice change versus the big wheels we had so far. The Begode Falcon is made for chill rides. It's a bike lane wheel. It's not a wheel for riding in traffic. It is the perfect wheel to go from point A to B, running errands, getting your food. It does this very well. If you're looking to commute in the bike lane, the Begode Falcon could fit you as well. I also think that it's a nice wheel for beginners. I've said this on multiple occasions. Not every rider wants to full send and go fast. I got this wheel tested by a few New York City riders and I verified this as well. The ones who like this wheel like chill rides. The Begode Falcon will perfectly fit this kind of riders. The Falcon offers a great package to riders, small, lightweight, with suspension. To be honest, I mostly like the fact that the wheel was lightweight with suspension. These are the selling points of this wheel, in my opinion. Begode continues to move forward with the small form factor wheels, this time with suspension and a great build quality. There is nothing else equivalent to this wheel as of now. Let's see how the market will react after this, but so far it's a great new direction for EUCs.
Look at this! Oh, what up, bro? Damn, oh shit, that thing's tiny. What up, bro? What's up?
Good.
This
Number one YouTuber.
Oh my god.
It is like an M10.
I didn't realize it would be that small.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
The Falcon, right? It's not big, bro.
Oh my god. What is up with this handle?
It fits here, huh?
It's broken.
Oh.
Broken?
Yeah,
From what? From not from a cutout.
one side.
Did you crash?
I cut out.
You cut out!
I heard a couple people talking about that. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh man, terrible man. Terrible.